Welcome back to Post and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. Yeah, we're back to EU4 finally. We're playing as Tver, going for Relentless Push East. We have to, well, completely control the eastern Siberian coastline by 1600. We have another 140 years to do it. And we're at war with our tiny little neighbor Muscovy. Now, due to what's either brilliant political maneuvering or utter stupidity on my side, we have support by the Danes. And the other stupidity is, or potential other stupidity is that I gave them all my money before the war started, because I was very, very afraid that the Danes might decide to not join our defense because of their loans. Now, why was I thinking that? I had a, so I quickly fix this. I got an early warning because the Muscovite ruler is a babbling buffoon that there would be a war declaration, and it coincided pretty well with the fact that the Danes had just taken the institution and a bunch of loans. So my thinking was, and still is, that the reason that Muscovy felt safe to declare this war was that the Danes would say no. So I gave them money in the hopes they would pay back some loans, and they did, and they would like me more, which they did, and that they would then therefore join the war against me, and they did. We'll never know whether they wouldn't have otherwise, but it did feel a lot like that. The war isn't going, well, it's going quite well in some regards. We actually have some Muscovite land under our control. No Muscovite forts, I don't believe, but we do control... Do we control any forts? No, I think not. I think this is all non-forty land. We can have a quick look at our geographic fort map mode. No, we're sieging down Belozero and Rostov, and technically Peshkov, although we don't currently have enough troops there to do that. And otherwise we don't have any of their forts. Ingermanland was not a fort right now. So that's going well. Our friends, subject, the Swedes, are getting sieged down, but that's going to be worth very little. And it's not going to hurt Danish war enthusiasm, I don't think. So they should stay in the war for quite a while. And that's all good. What's not so good is that we are completely out of manpower and can't reinforce our troops. We also have this Danish stack that's just walking around, not really doing anything. They're not cleaning up these troops, they're not helping me siege, they're just being weird. And that's not great. They're also getting themselves caught in one stacks up there, which is not gonna benefit us all too much. I could take admin tech, but it would not put us ahead of time, and therefore we would get a bonus from it. We would get to build temples, but we don't need to build temples. Well, we would like to, but we have no money for it. Somebody gave it all to the Danes. So I don't think there's any reason to take admin tech. Yes, institution tech penalty is going to grow, but I might just wait with this until we have the institution. At least that's my current thinking. So I don't think I'm going to take that. I don't know that I necessarily want to buy another advisor. Well, I mean, I don't have any money. We could consider firing the one we have, because we're actually paying full price for you. And you're giving us national unrest reduction. We don't currently have any unrest. He will be useful once we take land out of this war, or if we get more war exhaustion. I think I'm going to keep him around. It's close. And we do not have a lot of professionalism. I think the 2% we have is from hiring these two leaders. So we can't use that to generate manpower. Now, we should be pretty close to creating Streltsy. Well, it's the one we're furthest away from. But still, once we can do that, we can get rid of some of our normal infantry and replace them with Streltsy. I think that'll be fine. We're very close to supporting the Oprikinia, which doesn't do anything right now, and to reforming the Sudebnik, which I think I want to do after we take land from Muscovy, if that's what we do in this war. I do hope. I mean, survival is priority number one, but I have hopes that we can survive. Currently, the enemy is not yet willing to quite peace out, but they're getting somewhat close. If there wasn't ongoing battles, and so that's hopefully an option soon. But actually taking land will take some extra war score. Also, we may have to make sure that the Danes are okay with me taking land. Okay, you seem to be coming in to support my siege. That would be great. Because then we should probably, yeah, we should definitely move. Probably we should definitely move you in there, support that siege, and get my... actually, my general needs to be down here. This is complicated. Now shift consolidate here. Yeah, it's not quite good enough. Let's grab this cavalry. Forget whether cavalry has increased movement speed, but I kind of hope they do, because then I might get them there somewhat quicker. And while these are small stacks running around here, I don't have big siege stacks in any of my places right now, so I might just wanna stay where I am. The good side of the Danes leaving the siege for a while is that we now have control of the siege. So if and when that land is taken, it's gonna be mine. Muscovy stack trying to take Stockholm, that's fine. These guys are going to Västerbotten, which is west, of course, which is also fine. The reason we stopped having enough troops up here is that we don't have any manpower to reinforce, and we're of course taking attrition while sieging. And therefore, well, we just can't handle it. Now, speaking of handling it, we only need, what? 4 people here. Let's try to take as little attrition as possible. If these Norwegians are to be trusted, they should be able to scare all these away. But I'm kind of afraid that they won't. Yeah, they're just going elsewhere. I don't know which stack to protect. Let's go to Bezetsk. Try to keep an eye on this. Oh. Do I need to leave Belozero? Or do you help? I'm gonna merge and allow friendly armies to attach. And I'm gonna hope... Okay, these guys are not going for me. That's lucky. If they had attacked me here and the Norwegians hadn't supported, that would be a problem. It would not only cost me the siege of Belozero, but it would also cost me a bunch of troops, which I just don't have to spare. Just don't have them. We could press this now. We do have autonomy in places, and a decent amount, so this would help. The thing is, it would help more if we press the button after we take more land, because it's all our provinces. And I think we can have, yeah, another bunch of progress. I think I'm gonna hold back on that button for a moment at least. Are you gonna come and help me? You're not. Why are you coming here? Can I tell Norway to help me here? Norway? I'm really afraid of these guys. If they turn around, I have to run. They really don't want to have to run. They do turn around. And Norway did not. That's a shame. That's 3 siege progress and a wall breach we're giving up. But I can't afford to get caught here. Let's run. With this amount of enemies around, I don't want to be spread out like this. We still have 2 sieges we're going for. Even though Muscovy is in fact taking back some land. Come on, 21%. Yeah! That's excellent. That might help me get back into the game up here. Although I'm wondering, as my voice leaves me. Yeah, but I can't go for Muscovy, right? No, not without the Danish troops, I don't think. Let's consolidate here. Maybe see if we can pick up a small stack or 2. I really don't want to be fighting because I don't have the manpower to support anything. But then I also don't have any manpower to siege anything, so... You guys are just not listening to me, are you? Well, you're not thinking about attaching anymore, so that's wrong, I guess. You're going to Mologa mostly, you're going to there. This is woods. I don't know how much I can trust these Norwegians. Okay, I can trust these Norwegians. That's grasslands. And the river flows between Rostov and Yaroslav. Well, Rostov and Yaroslav to Mologa. So there's no river between Bezetsk here and Mologa. So I'm gonna go in there. Is that Norwegian general any good? No. Still think we have to take this outnumbering battle. That has to be a thing that we want. The big Muscovite stack is still doing Stockholm. The Swedes might be taking back some of their land. It doesn't look like they are. They really should. But it's actually a lot of troops we're fighting there. We're winning. Yeah, good. Am I like speed 5? No, but speed 4 was pretty quick. Decent outcome, generally. But it did cost us in troops, which we don't really have. Also gave us some war exhaustion. So I'm not sure that was great. Now, I think we really need to siege down a Muscovite fort. I hate the idea, but now that I have these Norwegians around, I really should. Let's try for Muscovy itself. As long as the Norwegians stay, I think we can do that. Ah, and there's Peshkov. Excellent. That is going to be very, very helpful. Get my other leader in charge here and go for, I guess, Mosaic. Maybe the Danes will follow. It looks like they are. Yes, Stockholm is going to get sieged, but it's not my subjects' capital, not my allies' capital, but only their subjects, which seems good. Tempted to try and attack these guys, but I'm also really tempted to win these sieges. How many troops do I need? Norway is providing 8,000 guys. I need 10 total. So I should be able to take out most of my peeps here. But I only need 9 and a bit total, so this should be fine. You don't be attachable to. Leave. You are attachable to. Stay. Yes, good. And you only the one guy anyway. Okay. This way at least my 4,900 people are not taking attrition. And they may or may not be able to give me some backup. Well, they should be able to give me some backup. Prussian Confederation seeks Polish support, so that's the Danzig thing. Alright. Could take Rzhev. Grab some money there too, maybe. Wish I could have grabbed men there. I don't think I have any buttons I can press to give me manpower while I don't have any army thingy-bob. Stockholm is lost, but the straits are blockaded, so it should take them a while to get home. The Danes are careful here and don't get them caught, which sounds, well, unlikely. The fact that they won't get themselves caught is unlikely. That's what I'm trying to say. That might be fine. Muscovy is on medium enthusiasm already. That's very nice. Very nice. Now, I don't think we get a decent piece here yet. We could have a white piece. We could actually technically have more than a white piece. Ooh. Now, I don't think I am going to peace out yet. Not without need. What would we want? I mean, lots of things I want. For one, we could consider what we need to form Russia. And it's one of the weird ones, right? It's either or. So Tver or Yaroslav, so we don't need Yaroslav. We do need Moskva. We need Ryazan or Smolensk and Nizhny Novgorod or Vladimir. Clicking these things would help. I did. So there's Smolensk or Ryazan, and then Nizhny or Vladimir. Okay, so we're certainly not going to do that in one war. And it's highly likely we shouldn't be taking Moscow. For multiple reasons. It's 24 war score, it's a decent amount of aggressive expansion, but mostly with the Muscovites themselves, which is kind of okay. It costs extra because it's the capital, is why I'm thinking it would be a bad idea to take it. Then again, it would be a nice place to have, obviously. They have a market town set of trade. It would be downgraded when we take it. But that would also take stuff away from them. As a fort, maybe. What about Peshkov here? Let's have a look at trade nodes. Peshkov would be in my trade nodes still. Would not give me a border to the sea. But it would give me a border to the our Livonian neighbor, or what's left of them. No, it would not, because that's Danish now. We'd have to take Ostrov to neighbor these guys, which I probably want to do. Just for potential expansion purposes. I know I'm kind of counting my chickens before they are hatched, but I do like some of this kind of planning. 30. Oh, we're paying double because these are non-co-belligerent. Is that right? But they're subject people. Whereas Peshkov is really good. 14 development. No, but it's more than Moscow, so it must be double, right? Cannot sign peace treaty. Yeah, I know. But what I wanted to know was why Peshkov is freaking expensive. 14%. Oh, no, 21% war score. There we go. Not in war goal cost. What is the war goal? Clearly, Muscovy must then be in the war goal. No, it's also not in war goal cost. Oh, that's dip cost anyway. Why am I looking at dip cost? I was interested in war score. No, this is war score cost. Right. This is both. The tooltip is both. That's why I'm getting confused here. So based on development capital gives us the plus 5-ish. And then if we look at Peshkov, base development capital, local trade power, 14 from development, and Moscow is 17 from development. Maybe I'm just wrong. I think I just looked at things incorrectly earlier. Yeah, did I click on the wrong thing? Maybe I clicked on Mosaic instead. Moscow costs 34. Well, with Ostrov together. Okay. So it's same E in the price. So something like this might be neat as a start. That isn't never a center of trade. It is. And it's not very big. And it's really good. We certainly would want never. It's like a minimum. And then this place I don't super care about. Ingerman land. I cared about it earlier because it would give me a border to the Livonians, but it doesn't do that anymore. Maybe. And see how much war score we can get out of the whole thing. Do we have an agenda here? We do. Right. We need the man. We actually gain main power from this. I forgot. And I have the mill to do it. Alright. Zubtsov. I'm going to swap from defensiveness to encourage development. And I'm going to put 2 clicks of mill in there. I'm going to double check that it's actually Zubtsov. Yes. Okay. Clickety, clickety. Which should give me some much needed manpower. There we go. Some loyalty on my boyars. And even some monthly manpower. Thanks to the extra development we have now. If you're trying to take something back, I may want to go and stop you. I may have to stop you. You're trying to take Tver. We have time. Huh. Let's grab these 50 people. Get them onto Mosaic. Mosaisk. That place. My thinking being that I can swap out my general then and have a somewhat of an army attack this. Swedes. I saw a big Swedish stack a minute ago. Here they are. They maybe will take some Sweden back, but there's that 25k from the Muscovites. I do hope that they don't... Yeah, see, they're pretty quick at cleaning out my thing. This should have kept me as the attacker. It did. Good. Now create a new unit with 1,000. Ah, but I can't. This doesn't work. I can't grab my... I mean, I can't grab the 1,000 people. But I cannot grab my general this way. Which is unfortunate. Belozero took back a normal place, that's kinda okay. Okay, you stopped sieging down Tver. It takes my opportunity away to punch these guys. But on the other hand, the Swedes are coming in, they're gonna hit some people. I have people here. Where's that Swedish siege person? He's not here. Are you there? Yeah. Swedes are not very good at putting their generals on the sieges where I need them. I don't think I can order them to do that properly. Not that they certainly necessarily want to listen to my orders, but even if they did, I don't think I have a button for that. Still not done here. Come on. Come on, money. You took some attrition, but yeah, they're cleaning up these, or at least scaring away these smaller stacks. The Muscovites are all busy up there. We took Mosaisk. Very good. Now. What now? I still have these Danes with me. Could go for a Ryzen. No, I cannot. Could go for the Siege of Yaroslavl, but the Siege of Yaroslavl is... Well, it's a subject, so I don't know that the fort counts for as much war score. Could walk to Nizhny, but that's like a long way to go. I wonder if it's worth more to actually siege down Belozero. And actually, when we're talking about that, I should probably be doing a siege down Belozero with these people. And Yaroslavl with the Danes. Because Belozero does only need 3,000 attackers. And I have all these Swedes around to protect my butt. Actually, I'm cautiously optimistic about this now. Actually sieging down Moscow. It does seem kind of nice, doesn't it? Let's take Ustjuja. The Swedes had spread out for some carpet sieging, but no, they stopped. I don't know why they stopped. But there goes Moscow. That is huge. Because that not only gives us a bunch of war score, but it also takes the... we still control our capital negative modifier away here. So that's a huge jump in war peace acceptance. We could actually do this peace already that we had considered. That's pretty nuts, frankly. Now, war reps. I want to hurt the Muscovites a lot. I also want land for myself, sure, but I really want to hurt the Muscovites as much as I can. And I wonder if maybe getting rid of a subject is a better way to do this. These are very expensive. If I took all of Belozero, would it cost me the same? No, it costs me less to take this. Huh. Oh no, never mind. I was looking at dip again. 11% war score to release him and 11% war score to take him. So what would be reasons to release them instead of taking them then? They cost me dip both times as well. 39 and more than 39, I think, right? That's 90. Wait, no, it's 120. No, one. Yeah, it's 120 anyway, so it's the same price. It does obviously give me more aggressive expansion, more overextension. Nicely enough, the Danes are not unhappy with me taking land here and not giving any to them. That is very good. Very, very good. I love that. That means we can just take whatever we need and want. And as long as we don't feel that we can't actually control the land, due to lack of dip or the other thing, due to the unrest and stuff, overextension, that's what I was trying to say. I think we're fine taking all the land. We are a decent ruler, 10 points, pretty good. Yaroslav III Rurikovich. We are losing money now, even though we're getting loot, because we have control of 2 forts. If I had a subject, I could take control, give them control of these forts so they pay for it. But I cannot do that. No Mexicans available. Now my geography has been said to not be very good. But I would assume that the continent of Europe ends at the Ural here. But first of all, this is my geography we're talking about, and second of all, EU4 geography is not always correct, the best. What I'm looking for is not this actually. Subcontinents? Yeah. So this is considered Asia down here, and this is wasteland. So unless we get ourselves into Yike, we don't get the second continent. And Yike is not even Russian. It's not even close to being Russian. So it's only European land we can take here, so we're not gonna get our H objective here for having that. Large city, Renaissance maybe if the Danes ever give it to us. Yeah, but 2 continents will be tough. Okay. Keep going. Try to keep an eye on those Russians. We're fertile. Okay. That's a lot of Russians. But they're in places where they don't super matter. They take Kalmar, that's going to be some war score for them, so that's not great. But I think overall we're winning here on this regard. Especially if the Swedes keep sieging down all of the non-fort provinces for me. That would be quite excellent. Siege of Ryazan not going as fast as I would like it. Muscovy is by now in low enthusiasm. Excellent, excellent. We have no manpower, that is... It's not good. It's not good. I do have to keep remembering that the CK3 hotkeys are not the same as the ones here. Keep trying to split armies with the wrong button. We control Yuriev, and then we take Sustal. And now we no longer have enough to siege here. Could I get a Swede to help me? Doesn't really look like I can, does it? You guys go to Belo Ozero, please. Help my siege. That's Yaroslav. Okay, this is going very nicely. Very, very nicely indeed. Sure, the Swedes are not in the greatest of positions. But they're not the Danes. They can't even... Unless the Danes are stupid, and they don't tend to be stupid with this kind of thing, they won't ever be able to cross to the Danish capital. So that's awesome. How much war score do we lose here from the Swedish stuff? Amounts. Certainly, but not insane amounts. Why do I have medium enthusiasm? Not that that matters much. My military strength is low and my war exhaustion is a thing. I mean, I guess that is technically true. Best kind of correct. And the Swedes are taking back the eastern or the Finnish, I guess, areas here. So that's also nice. And there goes Belo Ozero. Another capital taken. Awesome. Do I need more sieges even? Subject done, subject done, subject done. Well, Perm is still there. And then there are no more forts except for Ryazan and I believe Nizhny. Alright. Let's carpet the heck out of these people. They're gonna wish they hadn't put all these carpets here for me to siege. Yes, that was a very funny joke, I agree. Forward to glory. Ooh. So I don't have the money. Well, I technically have the money, but I really don't have the money. And I lose 30 Splendor, which is what, 10 months of this? Yes. Which is sad, but kinda okay. And we get Morale of Armies, which if we get battles helps. And it's for how many years? It's 20 years, it's very good. Yeah, we're gonna buy it. And I will probably have to take a loan because of it. But we're not actually in a horrible place, money-wise, even though we're paying for 6 forts. Yeah, looting is even giving me some tiny gains here. From time to time. Yeah, please keep these guys. I am very excited, well, at least very happy that I gave that money to the Danes. Yes, we will never know whether it was necessary. But the other option would have been horrible, and this worked out super well, right? Even with us not having the money anymore. So it's kind of like an insurance I bought, and it got me good results or something. I don't know, not a very good comparison, but hey. Tver, excellent though. Mezin here is Novgorodi, so we don't care about that. You can go to Solvijikdosk, sure. You go south, I guess. I think the only... oh, there's Perm's capital, actually. Let's meet up. See, that's probably another chunk of war score. All these Muscovites over here being irrelevant. Love it. We get full occupation of Muscovy. I believe we get... well, no, we get 1% war score after, what, 5 years? I don't know if I need 5 years of full occupation anymore. I used to know this. Do I need 5 years of full occupation, or do I need 5 years in the war and full occupation? Caravan taking Dukadir. Alright. Loose lips. They do sink those ships. I mean, imagine we hadn't realized Muscovy's plans there. Speaking of, I don't think we have a truce to you anymore. Well, is that true? No, we still do. 67. I was looking at my power protection. We may have to insult somebody. There's Ryzen, 75%. I think I'm going to release the Danes. Release the Danes! Release them from their obligations, that is. Oops. And take the rest here. Is it the Norwegians I'm sending out? Anyway. Also, I wish I had given you a general, but I didn't. Peace, 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 peace. I'm not going to peace this episode. We're at the end of times, but let's have a quick look. Okay, that's 85% war score. I'm very tempted to just take Moscow, just because. It's probably the wrong decision, but it feels so very good. And then... why are we taking... no, I just did this because I want to see what happens to the subjects, right? I don't need to take Ustjuzna and Belozero at all. They're not even good places. They're horrible places. There's another center of trade in Yaroslavl. And it's a fort we'd be taking away from the Muscovites. But we need adjacency, so we need to do like this. Still no aggressive expansion. Well, no coalition. We're not quite there yet. But it's mostly demands exceeding war score by a decent chunk. Maybe. It's possible that we should ignore one of these and peace out now. Or that we should be... looking at like grabbing war reparations. Gain 10 prestige, get a half price master of the mint. That I actually like that a lot. Which I could deploy that guy now. Speaking of, we're at 7 forts we're paying for. This is a lot of money. Maybe we do need to peace out. Oh, but we're so close. Siege of Nizhny will be another 17. No, that's war score cost. That's not actually the war score we get for it. Can I see that somewhere? I don't think I can. Would like to know. Guess we just take 1 loan. I could reduce army maintenance. Actually. Do we dare? I feel like we dare. Not like to completely, but go just so we don't go negative here. Which is actually pretty far. Maybe. Maybe. Watch me forget this next episode and die because we have low maintenance. We'll see. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything at all to say, then that comment section, you know, might be a good place for it. Thank you folks for watching. See you next time when we eat all of Muscovy. A lot of Muscovy. Some of Muscovy. We don't know whether I should be taking Moscow or not. We'll see. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.